Thank you, guys. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to just give 2 seconds for the judges to introduce themselves. I know you just met Ben. Saul.
Hi, I'm Saul from iCAN.
Good evening, David Hess with Trust Capital from New York.
Jeffrey Zucker, Green Lion Partners.
Hi, I'm Ben Larson. I'm from sorry.
Good evening, CannaTech. My name is JP Martin, co-founder and CEO of GrowX. GrowX builds aeroponic pods. Aeroponics is a way to grow plants without soil or hydroponic medium, which makes it cheaper, cleaner, and less labor-intensive than traditional farming methods. Plants are fed and watered by periodically misting them with a nutrient solution, which reduces water consumption over traditional outdoor farms by 95% and over traditional hydroponic farms by about 40%, all with zero pesticides, but most importantly, a dramatic increase in yield. Aeroponics can be used to grow virtually any crop, but it's an obvious solution to combating the impending price compression facing the cannabis industry today. For example, Colorado has seen a 48% price compression in just 2 years since full legalization began. As other states and countries follow suit, every shekel of cost savings and every uplift in yield is going to be paramount for cannabis cultivators. So, with the obvious, almost too good to be true benefits of aeroponics, why isn't everyone using this technology today, especially cannabis cultivators? The short answer is that it's hard. Aeroponics requires very precise monitoring and constant, precise environmental controls. Recent advancements in cloud computing, cheap sensors, and remote monitoring have finally made aeroponics both technologically and financially viable. And that's why we built GrowX. GrowX simplifies aeroponics literally down to the push of a button, constantly measuring plants' rates of transpiration, moisture levels, and delivering nutrient solution precisely when and how much the plant roots actually need it, and was designed to be used on pallet racking systems to maximize the use of vertical space in a warehouse. The SaaS platform that controls GrowX pods was built from the ground up for large-scale commercial cultivation. Each pod records over 18 data points in real time, feeding that into our machine learning algorithms running on the Microsoft cloud, which then are constantly used to crunch that data and improve the performance over time. In other words, with every grow, your system is getting smarter and more efficient. As of today, we're currently deploying tens of units across multiple clients as part of a pilot program to help validate our ROI. Our first client alone operates over 300,000 square feet of grow space in the San Francisco Bay Area. At 10% adoption, that equals over $3 million in hardware sales alone. At 100% adoption, over $33 million. And we have multiple conversations going with similar clients of similar size. The opportunity for GrowX in cannabis alone is enormous. We're currently working with a US-based manufacturer to take us from our first prototypes to our first production run. At a targeted BOM cost of $500, we're targeting a price point of $1,500. Our pilot program will tell us what the exact client ROI is, but based on the current average national wholesale price per pound, we think they should pay for themselves in approximately 2 grow cycles and will have even better unit economics at scale. My background's in software development, most notably at Elon Musk's SpaceX, where I worked on their proprietary enterprise resource planning system. But I've also been a cultivator for the last 4 years. And our best-in-class team comes from some of the top institutions in the world. Which brings us to the opportunity in front of you today, investors. We're raising $2 million next month to finance the design and production of our first units. We think that this is the technology that stands to have the greatest impact in cannabis cultivation. But honestly, what's really exciting for us is the conversations that we're already having with big ag around the world. Ultimately, our goal is to transition the majority of the world's industrial farms to controlled environment agriculture, enabling anyone to grow any crop anywhere with minimal resources. If you'd like to be part of the next evolution of farming, please see me afterwards. Thank you, CannaTech. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Who would like to start with questions here?
Just great pitch, first of all. Really
Thank you.
Well done.
All right.
Yeah. Can I ask what your revenue model is?
Yeah, so currently it's going to be hardware and then licensing the software on top of that. And given the obvious major upfront capex that will be associated with this, we currently have a financial partner that's going to be offering a financing option. And then we're currently working on a business model akin to the power purchasing agreement with the solar energy industry, where it'd be kind of a leasing model.
Have you talked to cultivators? I'm sure you have. And what's the interest level been like? And how difficult is it going to be to convert people that are already used to the way they've always been doing it, if you will?
Yeah, that's a great question. So over the last 2 years, we've had a number of conversations. There's obviously the folks, we come from California, so you have the folks that are the back to the roots growers that come from Humboldt County that are going to grow sun-grown, in soil, and that's all they're ever going to do. We totally understand that. We're not trying to sell to those clients. We're selling to the large-scale, well-capitalized growers that understand where this market's going. Our system's designed both for indoors and for greenhouses. And we're not trying to change people's minds. We think the proof is going to be in the pudding. And long-term, as costs continue to fall, it's going to be about squeezing out every penny of margin or shekel of margin for those in Israel. That's going to maintain cost competitiveness as this industry continues to grow.
Last questions?
Where did you learn to pitch so well?
Ben at Gateway has taught me everything I know.
Thank you very much. Wonderful.
There's a clear winner of who pitched the best, and that was JP, which, as a startup guy, as an entrepreneur guy, that the credit goes to the incubator. No, the accelerator. The guys that prepare people to get ready to market, to fund their product. So, yeah, well done, well pitched. Come up, we're going to ask you some questions. Hot seat. All right. You can. There's one over there.
You talked about a $2 million raise. I wanted to know what valuation and how you got to that valuation.
Right. So between now and the time we actually go out to raise that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're anticipating signing on an additional few clients that are of similar size to what we currently have. So we're going to be backing into the valuation based on the LTV of those clients.
How many clients do you currently have?
So we have one client today that's signed. We're in discussions with some folks in Salinas, California that have 2 million square feet of greenhouse space. There's another folks that have around 25,000 of greenhouse space. And then we're getting a strategic partner put together with one of the largest LED companies that is leading the space currently, and they want to get us into their sales pipeline.
So with that one client, what does sales look like?
So the hardware sales on that one client alone for the 300,000 square feet at full utilization would be over 33 million, and then we'd be licensing the software on top of that. The pricing model for the SaaS hasn't been determined yet. It'll be really determined by how much value we can really provide the clients.
So that one client today has paid you 33 million?
No, so
I don't understand.
So we're rolling out units to them as part of a pilot program, which has a 180-day payment term. It's basically to validate the technology. From there, assuming that it works as well as we think it will, they're going to roll out through their whole facility.
Okay, walk this back.
Yep.
I'm a cultivator. I get the GrowX. I pay you when? How does it work? I get to try it first?
Yes, absolutely. So that may be it's a new thing in this industry. So often we see in this industry the next greatest nutrient, the next greatest lighting system, the next greatest fertigation product. Nobody in this industry is willing to put their money where their mouth is and say, all right, we are so confident in our product that you can try it for free and pay us at the end of 2 grow cycles after you've seen that it actually proves the value that we think that it will.
Okay, and so they're buying X amount of units at what cost per unit?
So they're getting a 33% discount on the retail price, so they'll be paying $1,000 a unit.
What is the cost of assembly of your method versus traditional, $70 per square foot for a build out up to $100?
It's definitely more expensive. It'll just,
It's more expensive.
Won't beat
to
around the
implement.
bush.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Double, triple.
Well, so I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all answer to the cost of per square foot of build out, depending on whether you're indoor, greenhouse, whether you're using vertical pallet racking spaces, depending on how much you want to invest. There's a wide range. So our systems, again, are approximately 13 square feet. They're going to retail for $1,500, so whatever 1,500 divided by 13 is, around $125 a square foot. But again, to combat the kind of sticker shock, we have a financing partner, and we're going to be offering a leasing model as well. But we think that the long-term value in terms of uplift in yield and reduction in water, nutrients, and labor savings will more than pay for themselves.
Why are you raising capital outside of your financier partner? Why is he not backing you?
He is, and he actually just reinvested on top of the initial Gateway investment for a $150,000 bridge round we just completed last month.
Good. So, winner of both pitching, well done, and the pitch. Very, very well done.
Thank you. Thank you guys very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.